Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Hastings. I'm going to be showing you how to navigate our site a little bit and what you should be doing this week, week one of your online learning. So you should have gone to introduction and you should have looked over the syllabus and watched the introduction video just so you know what to expect. Now we're going to be in week one. The first thing you should always do is check the schedule. So if you click schedule here, it'll bring you to this and you can see what you should be doing every day. Now you can work ahead if you want. You could get it all done on a Wednesday if you wanted, but this is what I recommend. On Monday, you should take the notes. So if you look here, week one notes, and you go to it, you've got notes that you should be taking. I would highly recommend writing these notes down on a piece of notebook paper in a notebook. And make sure you're taking the notes that have an asterisk because that's going to be a test question. So you could skip writing this, but make sure you get this. And so I would write the title of the slide and then the stuff that has an asterisk. So you're going to go through and get all of those notes. On the last slide, there will be additional things that you're going to want to make sure you have for your quiz. Okay, so Monday, you're taking your notes and you're checking the schedule. Tuesday, you're going to complete week one study guide. So if you go back and look under week one, you'll see week one study guide. Week one study guide, you'll find here, it looks like this. You're going to have to define a bunch of terms, and those terms are going to be on your test. So if you use the online textbook, which you can get to by just clicking this link, then you don't need to put things in your own words. But if you use something like Google, you're going to want to put it in your own words. I would highly recommend using your textbook for these as much as you can. And then down here, again, you're going to want to use your textbook. Answer these questions, okay? So back to the schedule. You've taken your notes on Monday. You completed your study guide on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're going to complete week one assignment, which is about me. Slideshow, which I'm going to explain in a minute. But again, you're going to be able to find that under week one assignment. Okay. So on week one assignment, it says, please complete the following slideshow. Make sure to include a picture on each slide. Check out my example if you need further clarification. And this is going to help me get to know you. So make sure that you write something for each of these slides and you don't just write, I don't know, or nothing, because that will receive 0 credit. Now, mine looks a little bit different than yours. Instead of submissions, it will say my document right here. You're going to want to click on my document so that you can edit it and submit it. All right, so going back to the schedule, Monday we've completed notes. Tuesday we've finished our study guide. Wednesday we've completed the assignment. Thursday is really about reviewing and make sure you've got everything done and turned in. So you're going to review your study guide. You're going to make sure that it's complete and you're going to turn it in on Schoology. You're also going to review your notes and you're going to turn in your study guide and the assignment. So make sure that you've turned in your study guide and you've turned your About Me slideshow in. On Friday, I'm going to have you study, reviewing your notes, just making sure that you have everything organized and on paper, and then you're going to take your quiz on Friday. So here, you'll see your week one quiz. This is the last thing that you should do. You should make sure all your other work is done first. You're going to have about 30 minutes to take this quiz. It is timed. You can only take it one time. You will not see your score until Monday, once everyone has taken the quiz. It is worth 20 questions and worth 20 points. The big thing here is once you open this quiz up, you are not allowed to switch between tabs like this. If you do that, it will submit your test and you'll get whatever score, whatever you've completed. So you should not try to Google answers because it'll submit your quiz and you'll get a really bad score. Instead, what you should do is have your notes written down in front of you and you're looking through your notes as you're completing the quiz. When you're done, you can hit submit or hit enter. Do not hit an enter key before you're done with your quiz because it will submit it and you will not be able to get back in. So once you're out of the tab or once you've hit enter, you will not be able to get back into your quiz. So that's really what we're doing in here. So each week it will be very similar. Each week you'll have notes on Monday, complete a study guide Tuesday, complete an assignment Wednesday, get everything finished and turned in on Thursday, and then you'll take your quiz on Friday. You'll always be able to use your notes, but again, you're not going to be able to flip between tabs, so these notes are going to need to be on paper. Now I'm going to explain how you do your assignment. So I'm going to click out of these tabs. Like I said before, this is your assignment, and so I'll always have a copy for you of your assignment, and so all you have to do is edit and change it. So this is an About Me slideshow. You need a picture on every single slide. So again, you need a picture on every slide. And so you're just going to change the information that you see here. So you're going to write, instead of my name is, you're just going to write your first and last name, what hour you're in, and put a picture of yourself. I would love if you could use actual pictures of you so I can get to know who you are. Then you're going to list 4 things you like to do. I like biking, snowboarding, whatever it is. And then you're going to give me at least 1 picture on this slide. 3 most important people in my life are, you're going to choose 3 people and put a picture. 2 things I can do very well. Please don't write nothing. You have to think of 2. The place I feel most comfortable is, again, you'll answer and put a picture. My most valuable possession is, again, answer, put a picture. And you're going to go ahead and do these things. There are 12 slides. So here's going to be an example of mine. So you guys can kind of get to know me a little bit. Oops, that's not mine. Let's see. And I'll always have an example of the assignment so you can see what I'm looking for. So here you can see mine. My name is Hastings. My first name is Bailey, but I just like to go by my last name. So my last name is Hastings. Give it a second to load. Okay, and really I am giving a poor example because I need a picture on this slide. So make sure you've got a picture on your title slide as well. 4 things I like to do. So 4 things I like to do is travel, snowboard, fish, and hike. This is actually me at my cabin. And this is when I went on a month-long road trip on the West Coast. This was Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. 3 most important people in my life are my family. I couldn't choose. So if you can choose, you can just say your family. Things I can do very well are binge watch The Office. I've watched the whole series like 3 times and I'm rewatching it again. And snowboard. I feel most comfortable at my cabin. My most valuable possession is my phone, which sounds kind of petty, but I love my phone. My favorite thing about my personality is I always have fun. I always make a good time, even if it's a weird situation. The one thing I wish you guys knew about me is that I really want you to be successful, and you're the reason I teach. Definitely my job has not been as fun lately without you guys, so just know that I'm really missing you. My biggest weakness is birds, which sounds like super weird, but they freak me out. I don't like them at all. If I had 1 year to live, I would backpack Europe with people I love. What I like most about school is you guys, and of course, teaching health. And then my greatest accomplishment so far is getting my master's degree. So you're going to go ahead and answer this. Now, make sure you are appropriate. Don't say 2 things I can do really well are smoke weed and skip school. Okay, so make sure it's appropriate stuff. And this is really just going to help me get to know you. So again, just one more time, what you're doing this week, taking notes on anything with an asterisk. You're going to complete the study guide using the resource I gave you or using Google. Complete the week 1 assignment. Make sure you turn these in. So once you finish it, you do have to hit submit or turn in on the Schoology. Review a study guide, make sure all your stuff is turned in, and then take your quiz. Again, you're only going to have 30 minutes to do it. Okay? If you have any questions whatsoever, shoot me an email. If we can't figure it out, then we'll get you into the Google Hangout, and we will try to figure it out that way. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great week.